What would cause someone who is all in on a brokerage with a superior agent-centric financial model to jump ship? During the time I was with eXp, it was growing, seemed innovative and tech-driven, and I had a great and supportive upline of entrepreneurial-minded agent partners. Largely due to the people that I was able to surround myself with, I had some great breakthroughs, got serious about my mindset and what could be done in my real estate business, and even had my best year in real estate. But what happens when the vast majority of those people responsible for your success, breakthroughs, and inspiration leave the brokerage? What are you left with? This is the question I had to ask myself in February of 2024. I'm Christian Harris, the founder of the Seatown Real Estate Team in Seattle and co-leader of the Ohana Homes team in sunny Southwest Florida. I have only been with 4 brokerages in my now 11-year real estate career, including starting and running my own indie brokerage in Seattle for 3 years. So I do not take lightly the decision to move companies. Now, this is just a snippet of my story and experience, and you may very well be super happy with the company you're with and have no intention of making a move. Frankly, that was me too in February of 2024. I was comfortable, head down, I was just helping my clients buy and sell homes. And then it happened. The moment that changed everything. A good friend of mine who is tight in our immediate organization made the announcement on social media that he and his massive baller team had just moved to Real Broker, and I was like, what? What's going on? That's what I was doing. I immediately called up my sponsor at eXp, who also coincidentally was his sponsor as well. And I said, did you see this? What is going on, man? This is a huge freaking deal. You know, he told me, he's like, hey man, here's what's going on. A lot of us have been talking and we simply can't ignore how, looking at the numbers, it just makes sense to move to Real Broker. He said, you know, you don't have to move if you're happy where you're at, but the majority of our substantial upline has decided to move. I didn't want to move just because so much of the rest of my network was moving. And when I say my network, I mean the majority of my 1,500 people uplined of agents moving from eXp Realty to Real Broker. This was a huge freaking deal. But I had to make sure for me that it was going to be a smart move for my family and myself and my business. I didn't want to just follow the herd, you know? Now, the funny thing is, after I had this call and I told my wife about this, she said, we're not moving brokerages. I do not have the bandwidth for this. We are staying with eXp. And frankly, I couldn't argue with her at the moment because I was not looking to make a move. But once the initial shock wore off, I reluctantly made a list of pros and cons of both companies, what I loved about eXp, what my frustrations were, what I thought the opportunities of Real were going to be, and what some of my concerns were. But once I got honest with myself, I realized that I had quite a bit of confirmation bias going on. When you focus on what you like and dismiss or downplay the frustrating or inconvenient things to you, I discovered that I was simply getting tired of making excuses for the company. Excuses of why the tech was so convoluted and clunky, why the company was getting sued again, why the executive team continues to have so much turnover, why agents are leaving en masse, why the turnover for agents was so high. I was wondering, you know, why the company had such poor reputation in the industry and so many were just seeing it as a recruiting company. I simply couldn't continue spending energy on all these objections and issues. I simply wanted to focus on selling homes and helping other agents be successful as well, without the company continuing to be a roadblock and a source of frustration to me. When I was with eXp, I had been told that Real is just a copycat company trying to mimic eXp. They were first to market and no one would ever be as good or catch up to them. And frankly, I believed that for years until I made the move and then my eyes were opened. As some are fond of saying, once you see it, you can't unsee it. I got to experience exactly how different the companies were in so many ways. I saw that the leadership team had clarity in their mission as a company that was focused on helping their agents sell houses. Their motto of, you know, work hard, be kind, exuded from the amazing leadership team throughout the company and agents, resulting in a truly collaborative and kind culture. And this was a lot different than I had experienced before because there wasn't any strings attached. You didn't have to be part of a specific, you know, downline in order to get help or access to certain agents or training. You know, I saw that agent attraction was done relationally and naturally, you know, cold calling or hiring an ISA for recruiting or other kind of gross feeling recruiting tactics were not tolerated at Real. And this is why their culture has remained so healthy, in my opinion. You know, the company Real's not concerned about what other brokers are doing or saying. For the first time, I experienced what an innovative tech brokerage actually looked like, how intuitive the tech and processes could actually be. It feels so different when everyone in the company is working for the good of the whole and not just their revenue share group. I saw collaboration across different networks at Real. No one was concerned about who signed up under who. It was truly a breath of fresh air from what I was used to and where I came from with all the upline clicks. Now, at the end of the day, while my pros and cons list of both companies painted a very clear picture that I should make the move, I really moved for the people and better alignment, but in the process got so much more and I've never been happier or more satisfied with the decision to change brokerages. So, that's just a little snippet of my story. If you have any specific questions about it or want to take a look at, the specifics of the financial model, comparing maybe eXp to Real or the company you're with Real, I'd be happy to take a look and have a confidential Zoom call with you. You just click on the link in the description below and we'll talk. Thanks for letting me share part of my story with you. Thanks for watching.